kills or even damage coming in just yet. Especially with Davin there on the high ground to defend, playing in that position, it's really hard to penetrate that defense.
And that was the issue that Expert had on this map before. Decod got himself in good position through that room I was talking about before for a good dive angle, but he dove in 1v4. No one went with him. He's all alone. He played alone as the Winston there.
Well, now they're going to be paying the price here, but somehow Expert actually able to turn a couple of kills here. Nex and Cranks together, picking up 2. Eps has been forced to drop this contest the payload, but Latex is going to be here, but nowhere close to that Primal Rage, so we won't have any opportunity to actually stall this one out. They need the reinforcements here quickly. Eps still live on the island. Most importantly, get the heals, but he gets dropped by Cranks. And this should be Team Expert taking this first point.
Decod able to have a little help from his friends there, finally able to do the necessary cleave early on, and then
contest this one as long as possible. Davin dropping up for the shuttle. He's going to look at me coming from behind. The Soundbreaker is being popped out of both teams. But Venus, you have your nano visor. He doesn't pop the net onto anyone, actually. He dies with this one available, and that just might have cost him this point.
Well, Crusade clutched out a sound barrier there close to the end as he and Eps were both very hurt, and they are now both out of this fight. So all this healing is permanent, and Destro, despite coming up over the top where he's been a hero before, will not be enough damage to be able to take them down. They will grab second, and look how aggressive they're trying to be. They want to pick off any stragglers. They do find one in Eps, and they should be able to get a decent push up this ramp. This is Cranks on the Dragon Blade. As EP mentioned yesterday, we're in the blades and bombs meta, so you're going to see a lot of those on replay.
I really think getting around that first little elbow, because you can see Davin on the high ground with the Tracer is going to be stalling for time. You got Pox there as well, who can just dash and get in between there. They don't have any high ground control just yet, even though they do have Nex, they do have Decod. That's going to self-destruct put down, actually on top of the bridge, so it zones them out of that position, forces them to potentially drop here. But now the overtime is kicking in. We're going to see Cranks pop that blade, but he gets knocked away immediately. He doesn't have a dash, I believe, either. And that's 3 kills so far for Cyclowns.
And you got Decod all alone back there. He was in between 3. Yes, he takes down Destro, but he's the only one over there. Will finally fall. And I think the biggest flaw in Team Expert's game so far, if I can tell, is the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. The communication, I don't often call this out because I'm nodding on comms, but just visually what was going on there.
With Destro having a visor ready, so do they want to transition him to the high position or just let him sit back safely here? So we can start to see Davin pick up that initial kill. This visor, again, not really going to connect on it too much, but it will take Cranks down at least.
Well, they jump right in onto him. I think he was having notions of going up to glass. They sent people up there to clear out that path for him to rotate up, but as soon as he gets jumped on, the great response, and that is a very clean fight. Now they're trying to boost ahead, because if there's one thing Gibraltar has taught us is that split spawns, are killers. Cranks finds
later on, when Pucks had the dash already used, then we would have so much more freedom for Nex on the visor to pick off that kill. That he's forced him to deflect and not get any kills off of that. But in the meantime, Pulse Bomb going to come through. Cranks is going to go down with Pulse Bomb not even onto him. It was on towards someone else, I think towards Nex.
Yeah, it landed on the Devo, but such a big body, perhaps he didn't see it, but it also does beckon the communication questions, but everything moving so quickly. Decod will come in for the stall out on the Primal Rage, but despite that 1000 HP, Discord doesn't care. Discord deals damage, and he is down. They're going to be on the
low ground, and Eps does have Transcendence, so any big fight coming out of Cyclowns is going to be mitigated.
Oh, the Transcend does come off, looking for that nade. Don't quite see it just yet as he just peeks around the corner. They all retreat into that room right there. Pulse Bomb says happy birthday to the ground as Pox goes in. They get nothing off of it. 4 kills, 5 kills, and overall just being outclassed right now is Team Expert, as Cyclowns will take Watchpoint Gibraltar.
It's just a very lonely island for Vainless out there, being the last man alive in that situation. Middle ground and towards the white room, as Cyclowns more importantly getting control on the points. They're forcing Expert to come to them most importantly, and at Latex, look, we talked about this before, diving in, has to know where support players to back away. This time not going to work out as they got shoved a little bit too far back and towards their own spawn, but you can see he was aware of where they were going to be.
One of the things that you don't see a whole lot in this region is that they are running a Diva, actually, and that can actually help to do a lot of damage to the tanks. Very good at shutting down Latex, as he was the one in the kill feed. And it's also time to understand where your position actually was. Decod goes down very early to Davin, and they're still going to sound barrier right after at about the same time. They're going to have a lot more health, but now it fades away. They're going to come in on the other side with Transcend as the victory cake. Victory candle. Victory cake. What's that?
I'm hungry too. Don't worry. We can get one of those after the show. But in the meantime, Cyclowns, they're the ones who are going to be eating their cake here on the first point of these Zhong Towers. They do force Expert back. Decod going to contest the point maybe 1 second longer, but nonetheless, Cyclowns now 2 maps away of the Zhong Tower to get through.
I don't think he had the greatest impact, though, and so I'm not sure how familiar he is with D.Va. That's a nice dive in, though, as Team Expert comes in, is able to take out the opposing Genji, still looking for more 2 kills. And Vision has come alive, I think, a little in these last few rounds. He's had a bigger impact than he did on Gibraltar, at the least, and they give up all the positioning on the point. A very easy first capture after a well-executed dive from Expert. They have the potential to do so.
Well, David just wasted all of his dashes to get into the point to stall for a millisecond, and now he's have to wait for those resets. You saw what he did. He actually got stuck with the pulse bomb. He ran away from his team because he's a lot faster than them.
Right.
Kills no one with it. The counter track's going to be used, though. In the meantime, they're fighting off the point. They're actually getting so much free percent for Cyclowns, they've even been forced to contest.
And here comes the late sound barrier, too, because they don't need it for the next fight. They want to end it right here, right now. Pox with a double Dragon Blade kill. Crusade comes in and takes out the Genji. And another pulse bomb. That should be it. Cyclowns now 1 stage away from winning this set.
I love the timing of throwing a pulse bomb onto a D.Va who's de-suiting, because right when she gets out of the suit, surprise, a pulse bomb.
In over the holographic koi ponds. I didn't know they were holographs. I just thought I was really bad at fishing. Nothing. All right, sorry.
I just flashbacks to my times fishing, and I was too scared to even put the worms on the hooks, but I was a wuss when I was a kid. Yeah, I still am. But in the meantime, we do see both teams switch away from the Genjis, right? So we have Pox playing the Soldier. We do see Kratos playing the Soldier as well instead of Nex, who's been doing it before. So we're seeing, mirror comps between the two teams with the 2-2-2. But it seems like Cyclowns a little bit more competent when it comes to playing that style for now.
Yeah, no Genjis on the field just yet, and I think that might be something that maybe Expert wants to look into if they get the chance. Last chance coming in here. They have to win this fight. Does Expert. First of all, comes off Decod and already down the Transcend will come in, but it is 6v4 on the point as desperation in the eyes of Team Expert as they look in. They have to use everything. Use them if you got them. Crusade with another couple of kills, all blue in the kill feed. Team Expert, not their grandest of showings. And right now, it does not look like they're going to even be able to stall. Discord and deleted, how we like to say things around here. Dallas will get a little revenge onto